Hello and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming Retro Walkthroughs. This is part 5 of the complete walkthrough of Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remastered version. We will be going through the next dungeon, the Ice Cavern, to get a key item that will allow us to get the airship. Return to your ship that's next to Crescent Lake, heal up and buy some items before you enter the ship. I encountered the red piranha. It's stronger than the normal piranha and does not have a weakness to lightning. They are pretty weak enemies and are usually accompanied by a white crocodile. I still have 3 more enemies that need to be encountered, but I won't be purposely looking for them until I've finished exploring the shallow waters, which I will before we leave this area. When you have defeated your 64th unique enemy, you will get a trophy for completing 50% of the bestiary. Once in your ship, head up and dock, then access the northern part of the river, and you'll want to head to the area circled on the minimap to access the next dungeon. I was level 30 when I entered the dungeon. The first few areas, there's no treasure chests until you reach floor B3. Go to the only exit at the bottom left. The first new enemy of the dungeon, and they only appear in this dungeon, is the Spectre. Exactly the same as previous ghost enemies, weak against fire and dire, and can cause paralysis. There's 2 rare enemies you possibly can't encounter in this dungeon, which I didn't. The Mind Flayer, stronger versions of Psycho Demons, and Remoras, stronger centipede enemies. Don't worry about them. You can encounter them later on. Head down and to the left to the only exit in this area, and then take the stairs up. Beware of groups of cockatrices and mummies. Because of the stone status, use Diara or Firea to take them out quickly. Don't worry about using your magic in this dungeon, there is no major boss to take out. Head through the linear path to the door that leads to the area with some cracks. Do not step on the cracks if you want the treasures. If you fall down, you'll have to come back around. Get the treasure chest on the right and the left, and avoid all the cracks. A new enemy that you can face is the Ice Gygus. It has more HP than the Fire Gygus, but is not as powerful. They are weak to fire. The right hand chest is guarded by some new enemies, which you can face in random battles as well. It's the Dark Wizards. They are capable of deadly spells that damage all your party, and they can cast Death and Scourge. but they can use physical attacks which you want them to. Use silence to try to stop them from casting, and use any powerful spells from your black mage, as you want to take them out as fast as you can. Another new enemy that you can face is the White Dragon. They are not as strong as the Red Dragon and fairly weak. They are weak against fire and lightning and strong against ice. It's a flying enemy, so it's immune to earth attacks. It does have a powerful ice spell. Equip the warrior with the flame sword, as most of the enemies in the Ice Cavern is weak against fire. Then pick any crack on the floor to fall down and access some new areas of previous floors. Defeat the variety of undead creatures to get past, then head down and left and up in the small room to get 2 chests. Like the lava in the previous dungeon, there will be some ice squares that will take off HP from your whole party when you step in. The chest on the right is guarded by 2 white dragons. Head right back through the ice and then down through another section of ice, then all the way down to get to a room at the bottom left for 6 chests. The top right and bottom right is guarded by a pack of winter wolves. They are weak enemies with low defense but can cast Ice Storm. If you're facing a whole unit of them, it can take out your HP pretty quickly. A fire spell would take them all out. If you have collected all treasure chests so far, you'll get a trophy for collecting 50% of them. Exit the room and head to the right hand side for the exit of the area. Head up through the door and then down for a chest. Exit through the door on the right and head down to the small room for a chest. Exit the room and head to the room on the right. Avoid the single crack on the ground and get the last treasure chests in the dungeon. Head to the single crack and fall down, and you can now access the key item. Be careful you don't step on any cracks, and when you touch the item, you will face a evil eye, a very weak enemy that you can quickly take down with physical attacks. They are capable of death and petrify spells. And then you have to exit the dungeon. If you haven't got any exit spells like me, as I like to level up, so step on any crack and fall back down to B2. Head to the bottom right exit, and then on the next floor there are stairs at the top right that will take you to outside the dungeon. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more complete retro walkthroughs plus achievement and trophy guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases. Thanks for watching.